Hey there. Well, I've seen all the news on Doctor Who and it's frightening. I haven't watched an episode. I'm not going to. Um, if I'd had any hope about Jodie Whittaker and possibly coming back to Doctor Who in the future, myself or my family, I think this did it. Um, they totally retconned Doctor Who, which I heard rumors of. I was hoping it wasn't true. I think a lot of people were. From what I'm reading and seeing, a lot of people were feeling the same way. Uh, I just reiterates the fact that to me, Doctor Who ended with Peter Capaldi. Even though I didn't watch him, I've watched him in other stuff, and I love the actor. He's awesome. But the fact that they would go this far, just for an agenda, just to retcon almost 60 years of history, just to make a political point, I really, really, really dislike where this is all going. Can't wait for the Orville to return because I need my sense of entertainment back, because that's all that's left now, with the exception of Marvel, and I'm worried about Marvel in the future. But I'm going to keep my optimism for that because I need to. It's something I need to hold on to. Let me think here. I'm just upset. I'm as upset as everybody else. I'm not crying because I haven't been watching the show. I think if I had been watching the show, I would have been in tears. I know the first couple days after Doctor Who aired and I heard everything that happened, I was beside myself. But again, because I wasn't watching the show, I was shielded somewhat, thank God. I was talking to a friend of mine today, and he kind of picked on me a little bit when I said, yeah, I haven't seen any of Doctor Who. He said, well, I got them all recorded if you want to watch them. And I'm like, no, I can't. I can't watch them. I can't watch her. She's not the Doctor. I can't, because if I watch her, it will ruin Doctor Who for me, and I will not allow that. That's the same reason why I won't watch The Rise of Palpatine. I can't. If I do, it will ruin Star Wars for me, and I won't allow that to happen. Star Wars has been a part of me, my life since I was a child. Same thing as Doctor Who, same thing as Star Trek. That's why I'm limiting what I watch, because if I destroy it for myself, I won't watch it, and there goes the last remnants of my childhood, and I can't. I need those positive aspects of my childhood to remain, and that's why I can't. I mean, I know a lot of people look at me and go, well, you need to ease up a little. I can't. I had a life, I had a very hard life. I know I'm not the only one that has, but people use entertainment, or they use different positive things in their life to make their life, different aspects of their life bearable. And for me, Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars, all of that were positive things for me that kept me going in my childhood when things got really difficult and very sad and very tortured in my childhood. They helped me survive, because if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I would have survived. I know I've had people tell me, oh, you would have survived, you would have been fine. I don't know. I just know I had those to lean on to keep me going and to keep me as positive as possible. If I watch the shows as they are now, it will destroy that for me, and I can't allow that to happen. I just can't. I need some positive aspect of my childhood to remain, and that's Doctor Who, Star Trek, Star Wars. They're right here. That's why I collect them, because they are what maintained my sanity as a child, and I just can't allow that to be destroyed. I have been watching Nerdrotic. I have been watching Doomcock. I have been watching Clownfish. I've been watching Geeks and Gamers. I've been watching everyone's reaction to all of this. And it's pretty much all the same. It's what I feared. I'm a fan of all of them. They echo a lot of what I feel. Not everything that I feel. I don't agree with everything they say, but a lot of what they say I agree with. I just wish we could go back, but we can't go back. This is how our entertainment is now. And I hate the fact that entertainment depends on clicks now. If the show gets a lot of clicks and a lot of publicity and, instant validation, then that's what airs. That's what you see on TV. And I hate that. Long suffering at times, hard-earned fandoms are gone. They destroyed all three of those with, Star Trek, Star Wars, Doctor. All of those were destroyed in a movie or a couple of episodes of a TV show. They were destroyed because they want instant gratification. Instant gratification works for some things. Entertainment is a long, hard slog to earn the fandom and to earn to earn fandom and to earn the, the words are failing me now. For people to be, to stand up for you. They will not stand up for you at first glance. You need to earn that. And if you don't earn it, you don't deserve it. If you don't earn it, you don't deserve it. Star Trek, Star Wars, and Doctor Who, they earned it. And it took them a long time to earn it. And it shows you how easily it's lost when the fans, the longtime fans, are told that their fandom was wrong. How their fandom was written was wrong. It was very easily lost. Hard to gain, easily lost. And all of these shows, all of this entertainment is now going to be clickbait. And it's wrong. It's sad. I feel so old and worn out by all of this. So I will my husband did a wonderful thing. He got me the Sarah Jane Adventures because I love Sarah Jane Smith. And so my son and I have been sitting to cleanse us. We are, from hearing all of this negativity about Doctor Who, we're watching Sarah Jane and watching her watch a strong female battle these space aliens and win. Is it cheesy? Yeah, but it's entertainment. And Sarah Jane, I love her. I've always loved her. She was my first companion. She was the first companion I was ever introduced to. Because she was with Tom Baker, my favorite classic Doctor. And I love her. And so my son is 18, and he thinks she's awesome. Sarah Jane is awesome, and she's pretty, and she's just an awesome character, well written, and just a wonderful person and character. And Elizabeth Sladen was gone way too soon. So to cleanse our palates, we're watching the Sarah Jane Adventures, and we've decided that once we get through all of the seasons of the Sarah Jane Adventures, we're going to start and watch. I'm going to let him watch Tom Baker as the Doctor, and we'll watch that for a little while. And then we're going to go and watch Christopher Eggleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith, some Peter Capaldi. We both kind of checked out during Peter Capaldi. And again, it was because of the writing. It wasn't him. It was because of the writing and how we were being talked down to. But mostly, the River Song stuff, definitely we'll watch with Peter Capaldi because we love River Song. And we are both wishing they'd create a River Song series and put it on TV because I think it would be awesome. She's a great character. She's original. And Alex Kingston is the greatest. But as far as everything else, we're watching the Clone Wars. I've heard some of the stuff that's been deleted, and I just kind of sigh. You know, the stuff that was deleted out of the Clone Wars. I just sigh. You know, I'm old school. You know, I am a post hippie child that is very open-minded, but I still sigh at how close-minded a lot of the more modern children are as far as things go. I thought we'd outgrown all of this sexism and racism. You know, I'm not saying it was gone, but we were on our way to overcoming it. I know we were, because I know kids in the class that I grew up in, we didn't look at race. We didn't look at sex. We were all equal. We always looked at each other that way. So I don't know what happened with, not necessarily my daughter's generation, my oldest daughter's generation, or I have a, 3 older kids, and their generation is pretty good. It's younger than that. I don't know what happened. There's something that went on there where they think that anything sexual is wrong. Looking at any woman sexual is wrong, but looking at a man sexually is fine. Well, if looking at a woman sexually is wrong, then looking at a man sexually is wrong. You can't have it both ways. It's one or the other. Me, if you find somebody cute, don't get me wrong, you don't drool, but if you think somebody's good looking, it's like, you look, you're human, and you don't necessarily drool, but you're human. You find people attractive. It happens. You know, you don't embarrass them. You don't embarrass yourself. You can react inwardly without reacting outwardly. The racism thing, if you're against white men, that's racism. It really is. If you're saying white men are bad, that's racism. It's just being racist against white men. Okay? I thought we'd learned from this. You cannot score points by doing unto others what they did to you. We're supposed to learn from our mistakes, grow, and get beyond this. I'm hoping, I do believe part of it is a reaction to who we have in office right now. And I'm hoping that it dies down once he's gone. Is it his fault? I'm not going to blame him, even though he's not a great guy. But he is this backlash because of the type of person he is, the person in the White House. But I'm hoping once he's gone and we get somebody more sane and fair and respectable in office, that this will change, and things, this whole upside down thing, people will start looking at each other as equals and not look at each other as, well, you've had 100 years of being, king of the castle. Now it's our turn. We're going to treat you like garbage so that we are king of the castle. We need to learn that if we treat other people poorly, we're no better. It'll just reverse, and then we're just repeating the same cycle. The cycles need to stop, and we need to be the positive future of the human race, the way Gene Roddenberry thought of it. There is no male, there's males and females, but we're all equal. There's black, white, red, green, orange, yellow, but we're all equal. No one's better than anyone else. People have different talents and specialties, and just because somebody's great at technology doesn't make them any less of a person if they're not as good as their friend at technology. Their talent could lie in art, or their talent could lie in athletics. Everybody has a different talent. Everybody has a use in this world. No one is less than anyone else in this world. Everyone else is equal. Everyone has value. And when we start looking at each other that way, this world is going to be a great place to live in. And I can't wait till we get there. I know we can get there. I just can't wait for it to happen. I think that's it. Have a good night. I know it's been a long time since my last video. I'll try and be more regular. If I don't have a lot to say, I tend to not do a video. But I think that's it. I'll try and do another one in another week or two. Thumbs up if you like it. You know, share. And I'll see you again sometime. Night all.